My Kawasaki Vulcan S is 4 years old. It's never had a service. It's only actually done 179 miles in its life. It has sat around in the garage for a while. You should change your brake fluid every 2 years. Mine hasn't been changed, so ideally it should be changed. But I was just interested whether not using the bike and therefore not using the brakes, does that stop water getting into the brake fluid? So I've bought this, which is a brake fluid tester. Has two prongs on the end. I don't know if you can see that. Is it going to focus? Maybe not. And has a AAA battery in it. The lighting shows 0% water, then less than 1%, less than 2%, less than 3%, and then more than 4%. So the tolerances for water in your brake fluid are very tight. So basically, if it's less than 1%, you're okay. If it's less than 2%, you should really start thinking about changing your brake fluid. If it's less than 3%, then you really should be changing it now. And if it's greater than 4%, change it now. Don't ride. Change it straight away. So we have green, 2 amber lights, and then 2 red lights. Makes it fairly obvious. Now I have no scientific way of testing this, but I'm going to just put it in my brake fluid reservoir and see what comes up. But this is just as an interesting test to see what condition my brake fluid is in now after 4 years, but only 179 miles. I'm probably going to change the brake fluid anyway, because brake fluid stopping is usually handy. Let's go put it in the bike and see what lights show. Now, brake fluid is very, very corrosive. So first thing to do is to cover everything that you might get brake fluid on. So I'm just gonna wrap everything around the brake fluid cap just to make sure it's all covered. Yeah, I'm not doing a brilliant job of this, but I do still need to get at that bit. So just going to put this around like so, and then just put a couple of cloths around. So that should be fine. I might just put something down on the tank as well, just to be sure, using my daughter's good towels. I'm fairly sure she'll be impressed with that. We can now take the cover off. So, two what look like Phillips head screws, just the standard cross head. You take the cap off, and there should be a seal underneath. There is. So we take that off, being very careful. I think that is a fairly normal brake fluid colour. Maybe it's a little bit more yellow. I don't know. One thing we can find out, we'll use the tester. Okay, so we have a green light. Put it into the brake fluid. Okay, all the way to red. Can you see that? Go for the safe approach and change my brake fluid. With that in mind, I'm not even going to bother checking the rear brakes. That clearly is, you need to change your brake fluid now.